New perspective outlook. And you already know the method. The new perspective outlook method, where you know you embrace hungry to the highest potential. You don't embrace fasting here. You embrace hungry. And this is the method. And because I am not teaching, I'm sharing. That is the reason why I'm not afraid to repeat all the time that this is the new perspective outlook method. There's other method to carry on. But these methods is only when you using the new perspective outlook method product. If you're not using the new perspective outlook product, you don't really have to carry on certain method. Or you know you embrace hungry. You endorse it. You endorse it like how you endorse a politician. You endorse it like how you endorse any team. A sport. Because this is not important to me. It is important to you to get yourself fully charged. Because voltage is healing. And low voltage cause all ailment. Don't matter the name. Don't matter how they said that these ailment is autoimmune. It don't matter what they want to say. They're caused by low voltage. And like many people, I have no problem with it, but I just want to speak a little bit on it. Many people ask me why I don't come on live every day. I have to have time to fix product too. Life is important. But maybe what they want me to do is live in other people's priorities. So because a lot of people come on live 2 times daily, I should have. No. I am a fully charged man. I am a mystic man. I don't live into other people's priorities. I have my own priorities. And this is what people who fully charge get themselves into live into their priorities. Because when you live into your own priorities, you lift your bar, because that's the way you get yourself charged to the high potential. So the whole perception working. And that's the only thing you have control of. So when you control your perception, you control your action and your decision, you can't live into people's priorities. Because you would know that your fingerprint is different. And if that is their dream, which I don't know what is a dream, you would know that it's not important because you're fully charged to have to copy what somebody doing. So you're going to live in other person's priorities and try to fit into their space. So you fit right into their matter. When you should have your own priorities, get yourself fully charged, live yourself to your highest potential, and then you create what to create out of that. And you don't have to call it a dream. Because you're a part of this universe. And you should be activate and you should be connect. So when you activate and you connect, and you don't live into other people's priorities, want to do what other people do, get yourself worked up, get yourself bad mind, get yourself trying to do what people doing in their own priorities, and don't know that you have your own priorities, should be living to your own priorities, get yourself fully charged, and it's so simple. So you don't run down to the unavailable and leave the availables. Can you run it for yourself? There are a lot of people living in this world today trying to search for happiness, and the happiness is just you. And if you really need to be more happy, just get addicted to something. Because plenty of people think they only can addict to drugs, or alcohol, or sex. You can add it to research. You can add it to reading. So you live into your own priorities. Get yourself fully charged, because low voltage is what causes the ailment. And when you live into somebody else's priorities and try to be like the Kardashians and try to be like whoever you want to be, like, and you have your own self, you can't be centered. You can't be charged when you're not centered. Kardashian is already living to her own priorities, so she fully charged. So don't think she's not making no decision to please you. She's making a decision to please herself. Because she's centered. And this is just sharing. This is not teaching. You've been taught not to know. But I am sharing with you, and you do your own research. Realize that whenever you hear people come to tell you about all these kinds of minerals, vitamin, and all this, these are just fancy doing, fancy saying. Because particles and particles create light. And that's all you need to know. You run by electricity. You need to be current. Find your own space. Live into your own priorities. Perception will work. The perception need to work. The circuit needs to work because it is current. You have the conductor in your body. You have the receptor in you. So the circuit needs to work. Because when you get yourself fully charged on these current flowing through, no one can tell you. Does your blood need to do this and your blood need to do that? Because the oxygen is the main electricity for your body. You can't go 4 minutes without it. You can't. But any human being can live like how Methuselah usually live. And Enoch. And only eat three times for the week. Any human being who living into this universe now can live the same way. But because people always live to die, because that's what they're teaching, that you're living to die. But I don't know where Enoch died. I never heard of it. I never see the text. So people trying to live into other people's priorities, just like what they want to tell me as a mystic man that I should do a live every day. Or am I going to take care of people, bioelectric foods? if I have to do a live every day? You run by electricity. And anyone can get healing by create this charge without call me, without contact me. Because this is what I share. Any ailment can be dissolved. Because of ailment caused through cells that stop work. Whether it is cancer, which is the main thing on everybody's mind, is because cells stop work. And when you recharge those cells, what happens? If you work the method, I embrace hunger, what's going to happen? The parasite will eat those dead cells because they are the cleaners of the body. You can't live without the parasite. The only parasite can damage you is what you take from outside. And if you're fully charged, those parasites that comes in will be cleaned up. Your system, nobody have to go to the moon. I go to another planet to come and let you know to take care of your system. Your system care of itself. All you got to do is provide your clean oxygen, your good oxygen. Provide the power, what they call the sun, which is God, to give you that particles which create current, which create life, which create every plant and keep us alive and create the oxygen. And if you live where you can get it, fill yourself up with abundance of it. And it can keep you for many months. That's the reason why we have season. Because the power know what he is doing. And our body listen to the power. And many people have key because they don't activate to the power. They don't record. And that's why I try to tell people about the bioelectric food. The new prospective outlook bioelectric food recode you. And that's the brain. And the brain is the software, which signal all the hardware. My hands, which is the hardware. And you got to have the coding. You can't run without the coding. Because everything is electric. The neurons is electric. It needs current to be run. And if you zoom out and go and check with your computer, it have to run by current. And if they put a space maker in you, it have to run by current. If they give you an hearing aid, it have to run by current. What don't run by electricity? The sea is full of electricity. The wave is current. Our blood and the seawater is the same thing. What do you think? The sea vegetable is so powerful. Because when they become particles, like the sea mass and the sea mass powder, it charges you. It fire you up. Because that's what the body need to keep you to the high potential. And when you're high, and that voltage is so high, and you know to live into your own priorities, you create your own component. Because the electricity, it is component. The consequence is the component. The component is the consequence. So the circuit charge. All the receptors. Every organ is going to be charged. Every cell which make up the brain is going to be charged. And stop you from run with your mind. Because whenever the perception are fully controlled, you're going to move by the spirit. You're going to get altered. You're not going to move no more by the data. Because you go by the data, that is when you want to live in other people's priorities, because that's what data do. You collect people data and you want to copy them. You want to do the same business they do. But if you run by culture, and I think every human being, I want to find this, I want to research this some more. I'm wondering if human beings should really run in by any data at all. Because rat doesn't run by data. Rat culture. They culture sound the space before they go in it. A rat culture sound the space. Try to know if a snake is there. That's what the rat do. They don't run by data. Where's human? Picking up people data. Wanting to pick up ours. And we don't want to live into our own priorities. We copy. And when you copy and try to live in other people's priorities, you take life too serious. Life is more simpler than it. Things is more simple. You put in pressure on the development of your brain. Because I cannot give you a thing called overthinking. Because when you try to compete with others, because you're into their own priorities. And they're going to give you a thing in the brain called bends. Because when you think you're breathing the right and proper way, you're not breathing the right way. So those oxygen keep and clog. Not getting in the right way, not have the power, the strength. And it gives you a thing called bends. So you damage. And that's the same thing they call stroke. Because it bends is the one they expose more because it is more what, I don't know what. Because when you do your deep sea diving. And you go too deep. And you get bends. And you walk without power till you look paralyzed. It's the same thing. They give another name and call it stroke. Because this unrealistic expectation trying to get to people's space, trying to get into people's matter. This is physics. And if you have your own priority, and let your own priorities be your addiction, you do everything better. You do everything better. You sex better. You do business better. You communicate better. You do everything into this universe better. Because you run by physics. Because you are definitely current. You can't function without current. And if you drop the voltage of that oxygen too low, what you think gonna happen? And it's only when you do deep sea diving and you got the one they call the Benz because that is more expensive and more luxurious. That's the only time they bring you and put you into this oxygen chamber. But the people I would recommend for people, the bioelectric food can get you back to normal, but you can go in the oxygen chamber just as how when you get the Benz because it's the same thing. It is no different. And that's the reason why they told people that the people who get this attack, this low voltage attack, which they call stroke, is mostly people who suffer from low blood pressure. They're just trying to teach you to not know. And I will never be a teacher. I will never be a teacher. Never be a teacher. Because wise men don't teach. Wise men share with each other. And that's why I'm ancient Greek. That's the same thing Methuselah them used to do. And they mark them. The same blood. Noah. Because those are the guys who my research show me run by electricity. Methuselah them only eat 3 times a week. They embrace hungry. They sleep a lot. They work a lot and they sleep a lot. They don't have no time for this Holy Panyamin. That's why you see that bloodline is so smart. That's why they have to lock down the book of Enoch. Because these guys fully charge and they activate. They praise the sun. And that's the reason why they said Enoch goes straight to heaven. Because the sun can take you up anytime it want to. Because the sun take up the water from the earth. The sun always take the water and send the water. We are how much percentage of water? So any one of us any day could really activate to the sun and get disappear. I think that's what's gonna happen to me. I'm gonna activate one day and then I disappear. I think myself gonna disappear one day like Enoch. Because the power, which is Jah Almighty, gonna suck me away one day. I think I will be out there chanting on this day, one of this midday, when I like to be chant. And it just take me up. Take me up. I have no problem whenever the power want to do. Do what you want to do, power. So as I was saying, that people confuse themselves and think they're doing the right thing. Because you want to be like she, you want to be like him. So you try to fit in their space. And what you do, you're damaging yourself. I know a lot of people don't care. This is not no music to them, what I'm saying. Because they don't give a shit about it. Because why they want to get into people's space is because of low voltage. Because they run by wants and needs. And their mind is so corrupt because you don't charge, your heat will get corrupt. Because of low voltage. And a lot of time low voltage causes damage. The equipment. And your body's a component. So something gonna get damaged. Something is gonna get damaged. So the circuit not working properly. So the teaching confuse human being. And it really confuse a whole lot of human being. Because they continue to repeat this thing over and over and getting the same result. And they don't want to make no change because they don't want to be charged. Because they feel like it is better to step into this space, to be evilous and to be envious. They see themselves better. They don't see how easy it is to enrich themselves with wisdom, with good feelings. Because without good feelings, how you can feel happy? You can't. That's why people go to addiction. You can't. And they are suffering. And they maybe think they're healthy. They're not. You can't run by the darkness, wants and needs, and be happy. Or be healthy. You can't be healthy. No way. And you know you're not healthy. Because you can feel it. I've been making some product now. And a lot of people been speaking about it. This bioelectric food. And when they speak, I have one thing to say. I say you go back to your youth. But I only want them to know that they still care. Because when you're a youth, you never have no responsibility. And you have nothing to care about. That is one of the things that set the motion for you to feel more excited. Because you have somebody to take care of you. You don't have to think for yourself. But what these products do, you recode the brain. And because the brain recode, your physical part of your body, which I call the hardware, can handle emotion. So if the brain gives you that feeling, that spiritual feeling, there's nothing for you to worry about. There's nothing for you to worry about. You don't have to prepare for your death. There won't be anything for you to worry about because the feeling you get, the power of the chaga mushrooms and other particles. The testicles will work the way it's supposed to work because it is a hardware. Female mind will feel again like they're lovers. Female mind will feel again like they're lovers. And whenever they start to appreciate themselves again, they will feel in tune for the action. And this is not something you're gonna fake the spirit. You can't fake the spirit, you fake the mind. You're not in wants and needs. You're in the power of waiting. And because you're in the power of waiting, that's your own priorities. Your culture. You don't have to copy from no one. You're interested in no data. Nobody don't have to call you to tell you other people's business. Those things will no more excite you because you have so many business, you have so many things to go and research. You have 27 different projects working on. Which business you're gonna move to next? Which business you're gonna move to next? As I said, I am not a teacher. I deal with electricity. I am a bioelectrician. I know myself as a mystic man. I sell current food. No matter that capsule small, it is current. It is particles. And I am teaching. Myself. I can't teach you. I only can share with you. Because when I do my research, I only can share with you. Because the people who teach you not to know. And what they teach you not to know the truth. But when you're fully charged, there's no one side to anything. And that's why I ask people to go and do their research. And not to go and do the fancy research to come and speak about vitamins and minerals. Find research to know what your body runs by. Your physics. And that is electricity. How the perception work. How the physiology of the body work. Because the perception cannot work without the physiology of the body. And your perception, which you have control of it, which is your action and your decision. So you control that, which you make the physiology. Have the body control the body. The body don't need a lot of help from you. It don't need it. Because whenever the brain is fully charged, and that is the software, you don't have to have the brain full enough with memory. Because you don't design for that. To keep memory in the brain. That's not what the brain do. The sensory neurons, the interneurons, and the motor neurons, they have to fully charge. They have to be. So the only people who live in like they are dying is the people who have low voltage. And the only people you hear all the time say they feel like they're gonna die. Because some simple things happen. Simple pain. Pain makes you know that you're alive. And people think that pain makes them feel like they're gonna die. But the pain only makes you know that you're alive. Just like when you wanted the fantasy to make you feel happy. And people are always looking for a one-sided world, which that don't exist. There's no one side to nothing. That's the reason why people have to think like a thinker, like me. That's why I'm mystic. That's why some people don't believe that the truth is important. As the lie is important. They're all exuberance. In this today world, the lie gives you more protection than the truth. Because no politician could come out on a platform. None of them. They never do it. In existence. And come and tell you the truth. Because people does not love the truth. They are ashamed of the truth. And that is the reason why people think about the teaching what they get. Because they know that they're teaching them not to know. So when people teach about minerals and all these things, and it could be simple as that, and let them know that you run by electricity, but you're not going to show, plug yourself with wire and show it up on the high tension. There's different type of current in the world. And there are different places to get current in the world. And oxygen is current because it is particles. 15 more minutes. Oxygen is current. And it is particles. And a lot of people really glad for the wrong teaching. Because, as I say, people are more comfortable with lies. And this is why men feel better to tell a woman lie. Because she love it. Every woman have lie. Because they're a liar themselves. And they enjoy lies. And they like when men tell them lies. Because protection is power. and light of protection. And the truth is gratitude. Because the truth is love. And love is the truth. But because of damage and low voltage, people play love and put it into a space called mental ailment. So when you love, it is a disability. So nobody want to be loved. Nobody want to give love because they play it as a disability, as a mental disability. But when you lies, this is awesome. And people rather they lie. So when the politician on the platform, they tell you the lie. They wrote the lie in their manifesto. Because they want you to enjoy the game of the world. And everyone love game. Everyone like to play games. But no one want to lose in the game they play. And if it's not a team game, you have to have one winner. And nobody want to be lose. There's no one who to endorse a loser. Not in your own teammate. I am the only mystic man. What? Talk, man. I am the only mystic man who endorse loser. Just like how I endorse lies. And I always tell to people that God love a killer. And people don't understand why I say God love a killer. Because when you look at the Bible, it's all about crimes and killings. It's all about mayhems. And maybe came talk about a few scripture that can tell you about love. It's all about killings. And God loved David. Because this is the book everyone read. And he loved Moses. So that is the reason why I think no one should sit in your humble seat and allow anyone to come and kill you. Because when they take your life, God loves them. Yeah, God loves them. And that's the reason why I respect America. Because Americans said everyone should bear arms. It never said every citizen. Everyone should bear arms. So you should take care of yourself and protect your family. And I think America is the most awesome place to live in the world. Because not few men can have guns. Like in the Middle East and like Jamaica. And they regulate you who to have guns. And let people have guns at power. Everybody in America can have a arm. That's why plenty of people don't speak. That is the most awesome country to be living in America. Because you have guns and everybody have guns. You have guns and everybody have guns. But when you're fully charged, you're going for your protection. So when kids run into school and adults run into place and try to fire guns and people don't know reason. All these things cause from damage, which low voltage causes to the brain. That's what it does. Fully charged people, centered, you're present. You won't get yourself from people who try don't get themselves from that rap. And these things cause from overnyaming. That have this low voltage that which kids endure. Overnyaming. And the quality nyammings. You overnyam. If you even overnyaming with quality nyammings, that would be better. So because of low voltage, they got a thing called depression. And something else, trigger spike. So they don't feel center in this world. They don't feel center. The low voltage attack any organs. It attack the cells. So it attack anywhere in the body. And the place which it loves the most is the software. Because that is the most pungent, softest thing in your whole body. It's the brain. And these low voltage can affect in you from in your mother womb. So you're running around all this time growing up as a youth with low voltage and no one to help you to correct it. And when you got your relationship, it's the same thing. You get addict to pharmaceutical. So you're in depression, drugs. And all of these things so simple and easy to take care of. All of them is so simple. Because all you need to do is learn how to embrace hungry.
5 more minutes.
And when you learn how to embrace hungry, you get yourself fulfilled. You get yourself fully charged to the highest potential. You don't try to outdo your teammate. "30 years ago, I'm more than 30 years when I was younger, I never called myself Maradona. I never. So my brain was fixed from then. I only get a AKA name when I been a man. And I usually play soccer too. Nobody could call me no name. They couldn't refer me to George Washington. They couldn't refer me to Michael Manley. And nobody could refer me to Batman. And I'm not Superman. Because I'm not living into anybody's priorities. And you can check the record. I don't live into people's priorities. I don't. And I've been seeing the problem from then. With boys growing up out there Batman. And growing up out there Spider-Man. That is what they do with characters. When I talk about the coding. And the binary numbers. And the characters A and B. And that's what they use in school to grade you. Because it is controlled character from binary. These characters is controlled. They are. Controlled characters. And that is the reason why they try to grade you with A and B. And when you get the A, you're super. Because you'll be Superman. And when you get the B, you're Batman. And they grade you with it. Because this character is controlled. Controlled character from the binary numbers. And you cannot run without binaries. Your whole system is binary numbers. Because your whole system run by numbers. The whole universe run by numbers. And these numbers is binaries. They are. They are electricity. As I said, the new prospective outlook. And this is it.